Hey guys, it's Destiny, and today we're back with another Big Herta showcase. And before we begin today's video, for those of you that are pulling for Big Herta, I'd love to know what teams are you planning to use with her, or if you're actually planning to skip her for someone else. And lastly, if you do enjoy videos like these, do make sure to subscribe, leave a like to support the video, and now let's get straight into it. So for today's showcase, we are going to be using Big Herta, Jade, which both of them actually have pretty big hats. I just noticed that. Big Herta, Jade, and then also myself have all of our big hats on. We have a big hat team right now, and we also will have Robin, as I have not showcased her just yet with Big Herta. And Robin is also a pretty nice option for Big Herta teams as well. And then lastly, we have Lingsha for today's sustain. Lingsha will be a really nice combo here though with Jade, as I will be making Lingsha the debt collector, which will help get Jade a bunch of follow-ups. And this will now result in Herta getting a bunch of energy to be able to use her ultimate sooner. With Robin, we're just going to use her skill to give the entire team damage boosts. And now with Jade, we will be making Lingsha the debt collector, as she'll do a really good job at getting Jade more stacks. Robin will be getting attacked here, but this is perfectly fine. This will allow us to be able to take advantage of her ultimate very soon. And now with Lingsha, we are going to use her skill just to get 4 stacks for Jade, as well as assist with regenerating energy for Big Herta. So boom, there we go. And then what, bam. And now Robin is going to get attacked once again, but we are going to take advantage of her ultimate just to give the entire team even more buffs, as well as, of course, advance them forward. Now with Herta, I am going to use her skill. With Lingsha, I will basic attack, but also follow up here with her ultimate, as I do want to be able to take advantage of Herta's ultimate very, very soon. So now we are going to use Herta's ultimate right here. We're about to deal a nice amount of damage. And what, bam, there we go. And now the trotters are just going to explode, I suppose. And now what we're going to do is we are actually just going to basic attack here, since we are going to be able to get a bit more energy for all of my characters before this cycle ends, as I can just use Herta's enhanced skill once her turn comes up again. So I'm just going to basic attack right here, generate more energy for Lingsha, as well as take advantage of her skill. Herta is going to get attacked a bit here. Fuyuin will come in though, and now Jade has another follow-up, which is awesome. Now we are going to take a bit of damage here, but this should be okay. And now with Herta, what we can do is use her enhanced skill. And what, bam, there we go. And now we're on to the next wave here. So with Lingsha, we're just going to use our skill. And now the bug will summon its bugs. And what I'll do here is actually use Jade's ultimate. And we will also have a follow-up, which is awesome. And now the trotters are just going to blow up once again. Now with Big Herta, we can take advantage of her ultimate. And what, bam, there we go. Now the bugs are going to blow up. And we also have 42 stacks of interpretation on this big bug. And oh my gosh, I captured the screen right as this bug is about to attack Robin. Oh my gosh, poor Robin. But now what we could do is, since we already have 42 stacks of interpretation, we are just going to use the enhanced skill and deal a bunch of damage here. Boom, there we go. Now with Jade, we can basic attack. Fuyuin will be coming in, and now I can just use Lingsha's ultimate once again, just to generate just a little bit more stacks for Jade over here. Now with Lingsha, I can just basic attack. We are going to get hit a little bit here, but this should be fine. Fuyuin will come in once again and give Jade even more stacks, and Robin also almost has her ultimate once again, which is really good. So we'll just basic attack, and now with Big Herta, I will be using her skill. And now with Jade, I will reapply the debt collector status onto Lingsha, and now we can also advance forward the entire team here with Robin. Robin's advance forward for the entire team is very useful for allowing us to, of course, attack more frequently. It can also result in more follow-up frequency from Jade, since Lingsha can help out with getting more stacks. It can also now result with Herta getting more energy for her ultimate. So overall, it's a huge benefit for this type of team. And now what we're going to do with Lingsha is we are just going to use her skill. Boom, there we go. Now with Big Herta, I will basic attack. So now I can actually use Herta's ultimate. And I just want to guarantee that there are 42 stacks of interpretation, which we did end up getting that. And now with Jade, we can just basic attack. And I'm also going to use Jade's ultimate right here. And what, bam, there we go. And I am just going to basic attack with Herta, as I can save this enhanced skill for the next HP bar. So there we go. Now the swarm has their next HP bar, so I'll be able to take advantage of that. Robin is going to get attacked, but this is okay. And now Lingsha does have her ultimate, so we can take advantage of this. Boom, there we go. And now we're getting more stacks for Jade. And now Jade will attack. And now the little trotters are just gonna blow up once again. I guess they're literally just vanishing into nothing. I'm not too sure what's happening with our trotters here. And we're just gonna use our enhanced skill now with Herta, deal a nice amount of damage. We are also about to get her ultimate once again, which is pretty huge. So we can just basic attack here with Jade. And now we do have the ultimate once again with Herta, which is awesome. Take advantage of that, boom. And as you guys can see, the bug has 42 stacks of interpretation once again. So we can just use our enhanced skill once again here. And what, bam, there we go. Now the bugs are gonna blow up. And now we have 3%, but thankfully Jade has 7 out of 8 stacks for her follow-up. So what we can do here is we're just gonna use a skill with Lingsha. And now Jade will come in and actually finish off this fight. And we were able to clear within 1 cycle with this team here. We started off on 29 cycles. And we ended off on 28, so we were actually able to get a 1 cycle with this pretty fun team. I just loved the synergy with making Lingsha the deck collector for Jade, and Lingsha and Jade basically working together to be able to just generate a bunch of energy for Herta. This team also can work on side 1 as well. It should be able to clear pretty nicely. And real quick, we can just go through the builds. Now, the builds are a bit more on the premium side of things, but in my last showcase, I did actually show off Herta with a completely free-to-play light cone. There were more free-to-play light cones used, so do keep in mind you can use a free-to-play light cone. What's really nice about Jade in particular is that Jade will be able to generate skill points for the team, and then with Lingsha, you can occasionally basic attack if need be. And even in the case of Herta, if you're about to get your ultimate anyway, you can just take advantage of a basic attack and be completely fine. Overall, this is a very, very fun team. And of course, this team can be used in Pure Fiction. You can consider using this team in Apocalyptic Shadow. And of course, in Memory of Chaos, which I just showed, it performs very nicely as well. Now though, let me just move out of the way and show you guys the builds real quick. The builds don't have to be anywhere near this crazy, by the way. You can have way less crit damage than what I have on Herta right here, as she will be able to grant the team a bunch of crit damage due to Jade being on the team. So what I would recommend, honestly, to try to have as much crit rate as possible so when you are in battle, you don't miss any of your crits. As for her light cone, she is using her signature. However, once again, you can use free-to-play options. In my last showcase, I used the Seriousness of Breakfast, and Herta is still able to dish out a nice amount of damage. So you definitely can use alternative light cones on her. You just have to keep in mind the skill point management of the team. As for her traces, they are maxed out. Then for her relics, we are using Ruan Arena as well as Scholar Lost in Erudition. And as for Eidolon, she is completely E0. Now we have Jade, and here's her build. She does have her signature light cone equipped, but of course you can use alternative Erudition options, as of course there are a good amount of Erudition light cones that can be more budget friendly that you can definitely take advantage of. As for her traces maxed out, she is using Inert Salcedo as well as the Grand Duke, and then for her Eidolons, she's completely E0. As for Robin, here she is. She does have her signature equipped, however, there is a very nice alternative option you can consider, which is actually going to be for Tomorrow's Journey. This is a completely free-to-play light cone that you can use on Robin. So if you don't have her signature, I would highly recommend potentially taking advantage of this light cone right here. As for her traces, they are maxed out. As for her relics, she has Sprightly Vonwak, as well as Prisoner in Deep Confinement and Musketeer Valdwheat. And for her Eidolons, she is also completely E0. And lastly, we have Lingsha. This Lingsha build is very similar to my previous showcase, as my Lingsha here is mainly here to be very fast, to be able to attack frequently, to give Jade more stacks. And she also has Shared Fueling equipped, which allows her to regenerate energy for allies whenever she uses her skill, so we can nicely take advantage of this, as we will be taking advantage of her skill. As for her traces, they are maxed out. And for her relics, we have Lushaka to give more attack for Big Herta, as well as Passerby of Wandering Cloud to give us more outgoing healing, as well as the additional skill point. Now, if you actually want to make a more offensive Lingsha build, this is completely fine as well. You can actually consider potentially using Crit Lingsha just to be able to deal a bit more damage, especially with a character like Robin on the team. And once again, Herta will be able to give a very nice amount of crit damage for the entire team of 80%. So if you do decide to build a crit Lingsha, this can actually work out very nicely. You would just mainly want to focus on getting her a bunch of crit rate, so that she can take advantage of this to deal a bit more damage within battle. And lastly, for the Eidolons, she's completely E0. I haven't activated these at all. And that'll be it for today's showcase. I had a very fun time showing off this team. And I also have alternative showcases on my channel showing off more budget-friendly options. But I was getting requests to show off Jade and Herta. And I also, of course, wanted to show off Robin since I haven't shown her off just yet. And Lingsha is also a very, very nice stat collector to take advantage of alongside Jade. So I did want to show off this pretty fun team here for you all, and I hope you did enjoy this video as well. If you have any suggestions for teams for me to show off, do let me know. And once again, I'd love to know which Big Herta team you plan to play yourself. Lastly, if you enjoyed today's video, do make sure to subscribe, leave a like to support the video, and I hope to see you all next time. Peace.